This is my persuasive speech, and my topic is marijuana should be legalized. According to the Journal of Head and Face Pain, in the second half of the 19th century, cannabis was well regarded in the USA and the UK, and was even included in the mainstream pharmacopoeias for this use. Marijuana has been around for many years. It's been used for medical use, recreational use, but it has always been illegal. And marijuana is addicting, but it isn't addicting. It's not addicting in the sense of the definition of addiction. Addiction has to do with withdrawals being so bad that people just become violent and become a completely different person when they do not have that drug with them or in use. It's used for many medical purposes, such as stopping the spread of cancer and glaucoma and different things. Also, like the side effects of chemotherapy, such as nausea and vomiting. This topic is very personal to me because my grandpa has recently been diagnosed with dementia. And after doing a lot of research on this, I have noticed that marijuana might be a good use for him because it slows down dementia and it just doesn't progress as fast. My first main point is that marijuana is not addicting. It's different from other drugs because other drugs such as alcohol or cocaine or heroin are very bad when someone does not have it and they're addicted to it. The withdrawals are more severe than marijuana. When you're addicted to cocaine or heroin or alcohol, you become violent if you do not have it, and you will do just about anything to get it. And with marijuana, there's minimal side effects. You can get headaches or different kinds of physical pains, but that's about it. There's not a lot to it. I've known people who have smoked marijuana and who do smoke marijuana every day, and I've seen them go off it for multiple reasons, such as a job interview coming up or switching jobs and have a urine test. And their withdrawals are, you don't even really notice that they're not on it anymore. And I've seen people who've been addicted to alcohol and just are a completely different person when they don't have it, and are just sick and mad all the time and just depressed. The definition of addiction refers to behaviors that are compulsive and partially out of control, or worse, escalating in severity and intensity. I will now review my first main point, that marijuana is not addicting in the sense of the actual definition of addiction, and that can be addictive reactions with the use of marijuana. My second main point is that marijuana is beneficial to medical illnesses. According to Business Insider, there are 23 different health benefits to the use of medical marijuana. There's 2 different beneficial chemicals in marijuana. One is cannabidiol, which is also CBD, and tetrahydrocannabidiol, which is THC, which a lot of people know about THC. Some of the 23 health benefits are reducing glaucoma, which glaucoma is an eye disease that builds up pressure in your eye, and you can lose vision from that, and marijuana slows that down. And it also can reverse the effects of like tobacco use, like smoking. Smoking just destroys your lungs, and smoking marijuana actually improves them and makes them bigger and have bigger capacity. And it also stops seizures, like with epilepsy. It can also stop the spreading of cancer, like I said. It also can decrease anxiety and also relieve the side effects of chemotherapy, like I said before, like nausea and vomiting. And it also slows down Alzheimer's. And dementia, like I said, it's just a smaller version of Alzheimer's. You don't remember some things like that, and marijuana just slows that down. And also can calm down muscle spasms. I have actually had personal experience with this, not with using marijuana, but with the muscle spasms. Back in high school, I used to have muscle spasms all the time. And I wonder now, back in the day, if I did have medical marijuana, I don't think mine was as bad, but if it would have stopped those and slowed that down. It also relieves arthritic pain, and it also boosts your metabolism, so you're not hungry as much and you can stay skinnier. That's not a good reason to use marijuana, but it's a benefit to it. And it also slows down lupus. Lupus is something where your body attacks your own body, and that marijuana stops that from happening. And it also soothes the tremors of Parkinson's. Parkinson's can be a very painful disease. And it also can relieve the depression and anxiety of PTSD. And it can also help with someone who drinks a lot and is addicted to alcohol. And that is my second main point, and that is that marijuana is beneficial to medical illnesses. My third main point is that marijuana has historical medical uses. In Canada, they invented this thing called Sativex, and it's an oral medical marijuana spray, and it reduces the pain of multiple sclerosis. And out of 100, they tested this in the UK, they did a 6-week placebo, and out of 189 people with MS, 40% said that they experience at least 30% in the spasticity compared to 21% of those taking the placebo. And that is my third main point, is that medical marijuana has historical medical uses. And now my conclusion. My main three topics were that marijuana is not addicting in a dangerous way, it's beneficial to medical purposes, and has historical medical uses. No one has officially died from the use of marijuana, and there are minor withdrawals from it. Thanks.